Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will continue with our first unit, Unit 1, which is titled Big Changes. Our lesson today is a grammar lesson. In your books, page 8 and 9. All you need for the lesson today is your books, page 8 and 9, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes, and we will need your workbooks for some exercise. So, let's get started. Let's start from where we have stopped in our previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we were speaking about things that happened in the past and their effect the result today. And we stopped by the idea of things that we are doing today and they might and will affect people in the future, the following generation. And we had a long list of some practices, certain issues that might or will affect people in the future. Your homework was about to choose one of these issues or an issue that you believe that wasn't mentioned. Then you will write a fact about it. Tell me about it. What is it? Then the effect. If we continue having this practice, what might happen in the future? So we started with the idea of global warming. What is global warming? Can you tell me any fact about global warming? It is the idea of the planet is heating up, rising temperature. Every year or every summer is hotter than the previous summer. Temperature is rising. Then the effect, if we keep having the same thing, a year after a year, in 50 years or in 100 years, we're going to have the sea level is rising because we'll have the north and the south poles are going to melt, and we will have much more water. Flooding, which is a negative effect. Have you chosen any other issue? For me, I have chosen here the idea of endangered animals. Certain animals are endangered. We might don't have any of them in the future, just like the mammoth. We don't have mammoths anymore. So what is the idea of endangered animals? I have brought some examples for you. Panda, tiger, African elephants are endangered. We're having very few number of these animals. If people keep hunting them and destroying their houses, their places where they live, their habitat, in the future, the effect, the result is going to be some animals will extinct. We will have no more African elephant, no more tigers or pandas. This is the future effect. We believe so. One more. Let's speak about the idea of freshwater issue. Freshwater, drinking water. What is the idea? Can you tell me any fact about fresh or drinking water? Only 2.5% of water on Earth is fresh. Yes, Earth consists of 70% of the Earth consists of water. However, only 2.5 of this water is suitable for drinking. If we keep wasting this water, not using it wisely, in the future, freshwater resources will decrease. We will have decreasing the amount of the fresh water will decrease. It will decrease, not increase, decrease. How about the others like diseases, security? You can tell anything. The fact, then your opinion or the future effect. Okay, for our lesson today, it's going to be on your books, page 8 and 9. What we're going to do is you will be able to use simple present tense correctly. What is the simple present tense? How can I use it? Differentiate between simple present and present progressive. We will compare these tenses together. Then you will answer some questions and exercises on the present tense, whether simple or progressive. Let's go ahead and start. We will start with a story. Here we're having someone who's called Adil, and he's telling us about his life. Let's listen to him. Hi, I am Adil. I study on my 10th grade. I go to 123 high school, but I am taking an online course. The course starts at 9 actually. So I wake up at 8 to get ready. This semester I am taking English and math. Now the teacher is telling us about charts. These are the charts, if you can see them. And he will say, shh, the teacher, she is calling me. Okay, now let's take some of the speech that he's speaking about. Hi, I am Adil. I study on my 10th grade. He also says, I go to 123 high school and I am taking an online course. The course starts at 9, so I wake up at 8. So what is he trying to tell us in here? And here he's trying to tell us about his routine, things that are stable in his life. I study. This is something that is not going to change. Study. The course starts. It starts. So I wake up. Wake. Something that is a routine. I go to 123 high school. So in these 3 sentences, we can notice that he is using in here the present simple tense. When do we use the present simple? When something is not going to change, stable. Notice the timeline. It happened yesterday, it is happening today, and it will happen in the future. Like when I tell you that I teach English. I taught English last year, this year, and the following year, inshallah. Okay? Stable, will never change. This also happens when we are talking about facts, science. So if you add 1 to 1, it equals 2. Today, tomorrow, or yesterday. This will never change. If you boil water, is it going to change? One time it will freeze, the other time it's going to boil? No. Always boiling, it boils. So, how do we use the simple present tense? In any English sentence, we start with the pronoun. The he, she, or it, they, you, we, or we're having an I. Then, as well in English sentences, we use verb. Subject, then we use a verb. If it is the first group, which is the singular, he, she, or it, it will be the verb plus s. He works, she works, it works. However, if it is they, you, we, or I, it will be the verb itself. It stands by itself. What do you mean by this is, this is? This is means does. It stands for does. However, we're not going to use it in an affirmative sentence. Okay? Examples for these. We wake up early. We, so wake. Water boils at 100 degrees. So, water, it, so it's followed by s. However, the others are not. This is an important one. He, she, and it followed by a verb s, the others without s. Let's try to do this exercise. Simple present tense. He work from 8 to 5 every day. Routine. Let's use work in here. How can I use it? He works every day. The sun rise from east every day. This is a fact. it will never rise from north or south. The sun rises. It rises from east. Scientists. Notice scientists, not one, many, they work hard. Every day, it's a habit. They work hard. Scientist works. Scientists work. 4. The stars, not one, we have a group. They appear at night. They appear. Stars appear and star appears. So one, we will use S, otherwise just use the verb itself. Okay, back to our friend Adil. What did he say? I go to 123 high school, but I am taking an online course. This semester, I am taking English and math. Now, the teacher is telling us about chart. She is calling my name. Let's try to underline the verbs in here. What are the verbs? Here at the beginning, we're having I am taking an online course. Now, the teacher is telling us about charts. The teacher is calling my name now. And also, this semester, I am taking English and math. What do we have? Is it just like the verb take? No. This time, we're having taking, telling, calling, and taking. This is what we call it the present progressive tense. Progressive, it means that something is happening now, at this moment. I am giving an English lesson now. For you, you are taking an English lesson now, at the moment. Maybe you want to speak about something that is happening not forever, just this month. This month, I am taking a course. This is not going to happen forever, just for this month. So, if you want to form a sentence in the present progressive, you need to start with the pronoun he, she, or it, followed by is. If it is they, you, we, it will be followed by are. However, if it is I, it will be followed by am. These, what we call the verbs to be. We are not done yet. We still need an action. What happened? I am. I am doing what? Followed by the verb and the ing. And this is the key word for the progressive tense. Whenever I say progressive, just look for the ing, present, past, or future. ing progressive, happening at the moment. It is happening. Let's check in here. I am studying. And check the verb to be ing. I am studying now, or I am studying English this semester. Also, he is living in Dubai for now. Notice, is verb ing. He is living in Dubai for now. Is it going to be forever? No. Just this year, then he will come back to Riyadh. Okay? So, these they are. And here, let's try to use the present progressive with these to complete these sentences. He worked longer today. Every day he works for 7 hours. Today, work longer, maybe 10 hours. He is working. Is for the he and the ing because it's a progressive tense. I take English now. What verb to be do we use with I? Yes, it's am. I am taking English now. Am for the I And notice, take out this one, the E, and use ing. We move to a new house. We are moving. These days we are moving. Are and we. Notice, no E and add ing. My friends, not one, my friends come tonight. Are coming. Notice, it's more than one. My friends, they are coming tonight. So, something is happening now or very short period of time this semester, this day or this week, use the ing. It is taking place. Okay, so we're having the two present tenses, which are the present simple and the present progressive. Let's compare between them. The present simple is for something that is a routine. It happened yesterday, it is happening today, and will happen in the future. Routine will never change. You will use the simple present tense. Live or lives. However, if something is taking place now or at this period of time, we will use the progressive tense. Is doing, are doing, am doing. Okay? Based on the pronoun that you are using. So let's take these examples, simple tense and progressive tense. The sun shines most days, but today it is not shining. Notice the sun, so it shines. It's a habit that the sun shines every day. However, just today, it is not shining. Just today. It's a different situation. Not every day, speaking about it today. How about another example? The second one, he talks quietly. He is talking to a friend now. Let's start with the first one. He talks. Talks because we have he. He talks quietly. How does he speak? How does he talk? Quietly. It is his habit. He talks loudly. The way I'm describing his everyday situation. However, now, what is he doing at the moment? Now he is talking or speaking to a friend. Notice this. He is talking now, at the moment. Let's check number 3. Number 3, my family lives in Riyadh. However, my brother is living in Jeddah for college. My family lives in Riyadh. It means that they live in Riyadh and they don't think about moving outside Riyadh. They live. My family lives in Riyadh. Do they think about the idea of going, moving away? No. No one thinks about going there. However, my brother is living in Jeddah for college. It means like he is living just for college. After college, he's going to go back to Riyadh. He is living there for college. I am giving this class. It means just this class. Or I give English, like I teach English, I teach it this year, next year, and the following year. Okay? This is the idea. Whether you are going to change or nothing is going to change. Okay. Now we're having an exercise in your books, page 8. Complete the sentences with the words in parentheses. These are parentheses. What words between parentheses? You will use the simple present or present progressive of the verb. So it is live, lives, or living. He lives with his uncle until he can find his own place. Is it forever? No. Maybe for 1 month, then things are going to change. So we will say, he is living with his uncle until he can find his own place. Temporarily, not forever. The water boil. Please turn it off now. Quickly, try to do something. The water is boiling. I will tell you, the water is boiling. I'm trying to warn you. Do something now. It is boiling. 3. Scientists not understand the problem. What do you think? Scientists do not understand the problem. And I'm coming back to the idea of understand. One more. It snow in your country in winter. I'm speaking about the weather, something that is all year around. So, does it snow? It will be it snows. Then the S, the does stands for the S. Does it snow in your country in winter? The moon go around Earth. Today, tomorrow, last year, 100 years ago. So, we will use the simple tense. It goes around Earth. What do you think of my idea? Back to it. What do you think of my idea? I want you to pay attention to number 3 in here and number 6. We have used which tense? Is it the simple or the progressive? We use the simple tense. Always, when we are speaking about emotions, something that you love, something that you hate, something that you like, or your senses, smell, see, hear, listen, or something that is related to opinion within your mind. I know, I think, I hope. Something within your mind or in your heart, or something that caused have or on. These verbs, we call them the stative verbs. What do we mean by stative? Stative is non-action. So you can see me while I am writing. Now, I write and I am writing. Stative, no action. We don't have an action in that verb. Can you see someone thinking? No. Can you see someone understanding? No. So never use the ing form with these verbs. Always use them in the simple present tense. Scientists think. The student understands. It's always in the simple tense. Coast, on, and sound. Now let's try to do this exercise. It's in your workbooks, page 3. Exercise D. Complete the information. Use the present tense, whether progressive or it is the progressive or the other one, which is the simple. Alexa and Mrs. Lewis are talking to each other. Alexa, hi Mrs. Lewis. Where be Grace? What is be? It is the 3 verbs to be, the is, are, and am. So where is Grace? Because Grace here, she, so what goes with she is. Mrs. Lewis, she be upstairs. She will be with she is upstairs. I think she. Let's speak about think. A stative verb, something within your mind. I think, she thinks, and I think. I think she finished her project. Now she is finishing her project. Notice is and ing. When is she finishing her project? Now. Alexa, what do you? She's asking her, what are you doing? She's doing something at the moment. What are you doing? What do you do? I'm a teacher. I'm a doctor. What are you doing? I am teaching. And she's cooking. Mrs. Lewis, I make pizza. Now, I am making pizza. Be you hungry? Notice the you here, the verb to be, which is, are you hungry? Are you hungry, Alexa? Alexa would answer, yes, I am. With I, we will use am. Yes, I am. Thanks. Grace and I, so 2 of them, we meet Mona and Sierra in a little while. Are meeting. So we are meeting them for the future. Okay? For your homework, I want you to refer to your workbooks, page 3 in your workbooks, and you will complete the exercise that we have just started. It is exercise D, start after 10. So, in your workbooks, page 3, exercise D. Use the simple present or the present progressive. Okay? I guess that is it for our lesson today, and thank you so much for your time.